What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to tonight's live stream. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I got my St. Patty's Day shirt on. How's everyone doing? It's been a little while since I did a stream, almost a week. I think my last one was 6 days ago for the Scream 6 2-year anniversary. Got a little busy this week, but we are back. And also thank you so much for 15K. I hit 15K yesterday. Crazy. Like we just had the 14K stream like a week ago. That's insane. So thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who is here right now. We're going to get into some Scream talk as always. So if you have any theories you want to bring up, start dropping them in the chat and we'll get to them. Scream 7 filming has officially wrapped, I think. We initially found out it was going to wrap on March 12th, which was like 5 days ago at this point. And people have been posting that they wrapped, but I don't know, like Kevin Williamson didn't post anything. Neve Campbell still has not posted anything since they started filming. And apparently Neve Campbell is still filming, like everyone else but her has wrapped. I don't know if that's true. That could just be a rumor. Let's see who we have here. Hey, Grayson. Hey, Ethan. Have you seen Satan's Little Helper 2004? I started watching it this Halloween and I just was not into it. I watched like the first 20 minutes and I changed it. I wasn't that into it. Hey, Shane. Hey, Ray. Hey, Chris. Wednesday Adams, how are you? We have Mickey Altieri in the chat. Hey, Angie. Hey, I'll be right back. Yeah, gotta wear green today for St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Hey, Yeah, it's been a little bit since my last stream, but we are back. I want Scream 7 in Christmas vibes like Terrifier 3. I would love that. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. According to set photos, the town is decorated for fall. And from some of those set photos also, we can kind of assume that it's taking place end of September, which makes sense because that is when the first movie takes place. So, it's the 30-year anniversary. If you haven't seen those set photos, definitely go check them out on my channel. I shared a bunch of Scream 7 set photos, which I did get from Craven Something Scary. We have Heikel Hires in the chat. Welcome. Stu is Alive is here. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a channel member. How's your Leprechaun marathon going? It's going good. I watched the first one. I just finished it before coming on to the stream. And I'm gonna probably watch 2 more tonight. I don't think I have enough time to watch more than that. But yeah, once I get off this stream in about an hour, then I'm gonna watch the second one and the third one tonight. I remember watching one of them when I was little, but other than that, like I've really never seen these movies. So had to do it for St. Patrick's Day. Every year I'm like, I'm gonna watch them this year, and I never actually do. The first one, not the best movie. Gotta be honest. It's definitely very campy, but I heard multiple people say that the third and fourth ones are the best. So I'm excited to get to the third one tonight, but I'm probably not going to make it to the fourth one. Hey, Scream fan. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Yeah, I gotta get a Ghostface tattoo now. I said that once I hit 15K that I would get a Ghostface tattoo. I'm probably not gonna do it for, like, another month or 2, but I am still planning to do it. Hey, Paula. Thank you, I'll be right back. Thomas says, "I was thinking, what if the footage of Roman, Dewey are all in the POV of the current Ghostface Stu?" Interesting. So what does that mean? Like, Stu filmed them before Roman and Dewey died? I agree, Antonio. Stu Macher is very much alive. Hey, Zork. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a good shift. I was wondering if you could do a Who Killed Who in Scream 5. Also, Who Killed Who in Scream 3 if Angelina was a killer. Yeah, I definitely am planning to do the Who Killed Who for Scream 5 eventually. I know, that is the only one that I haven't done. Gotta rewatch the movie. I'm glad they're taking their time to get it right. I agree. Leprechaun in the Hood is one of my favorite bad movies of all time. Is that the 5th one? Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll do the 4th and 5th one. If Stu is not a killer and it's just a copycat killer, I'm not watching the movie. Well, you gotta watch it to find out. Hey, Alex. I think for Scream 7, Dewey is gonna be a hallucination and Stu is Ghostface. Or they flash back to Dewey's death and reveal Stu under the mask. Yeah, I do think Dewey's gonna be a flashback. At least I hope so. Rather than a hallucination, because with the flashback, it's actually him, you know? Even if he's not currently alive, seeing a flashback is still the real Dewey as opposed to a hallucination, which I just would prefer a flashback. And yeah, I definitely want a flashback to um Dewey's death to find out that Stu is the one who killed him. Hey, chocolate ice, happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, I have seen the Disney Channel movie Luck of the Irish. I loved that as a kid. I rewatched it last year. I'll probably I'll probably put it on tonight to, like, fall asleep to. I keep hearing more about this AI theory, and the more I hear it, the more I dislike it. What are your thoughts? So, I put out a video about this recently. Um, I'm with you. I really wasn't feeling the whole AI theory, and that's why it took me so long to do a video on it because I just didn't care for it. Um, but so I mean, if you want, you can watch the video that I put out, but my thoughts are I think Stu being alive actually fits into the AI theory. Because I talked about it in my video where the whole writer's strike that happened like almost 2 years ago was over the concern that AI was replacing movie writers. And Kevin Williamson actually was at some of those protests. So when it comes to Stu, if Stu is AI in the movie, nothing can beat the real thing. Just like with AI writing movies, you can't beat an actual human writing a movie. I go into more detail in the video if you want to check it out. Yeah, the all the Leprechaun movies are on Peacock right now. Did you see the last 2 videos that Beyond the Mask posted? One of them is about a very significant event that might happen in Scream 7. I have seen one of them. I I don't know if I only watched one, so I didn't see the second one. Um, yeah, I saw one of them. Have you seen Mikey 1992? I have not. What is it about? I love the first Leprechaun movie. It it's very campy. Yeah, I'm not crazy about them. Thanks, Ethan. Have you watched the show You? Yes, I have. I'm a big fan. I know I ho I know the 5th and final season comes out soon, like, next month, which I'm super hype about. I just started rewatching from season 1 to, like, prepare for it. Also because I've gotten a few requests from people to make videos for the show, and I feel like I need to rewatch it because I don't remember a lot of what happens, but I've only rewatched the first episode, so I have a lot of work to do, but I have seen it before, yes. You used to do videos of your top 5 Scream characters from every Scream movie, but when you got to Scream 3, you stopped. Could you do 4, 5, and 6? Yes, I can do that. Pam with a ghost face tat. Hope you like needles. I have several tattoos, so I think I'll be okay. What kind of design were you thinking for the ghost face tattoo? I don't know. I really haven't looked at any. I was actually thinking about it today since I just hit 15K. I meant to like Google some options. I'm thinking something simple, like, like literally just the outline of the mask, but I have to look up some options. I think Mark will survive Scream 7 and he will be the new Dewey. I Definitely possible. I kind of feel like he's gonna die. I hope I kind of want him to be um the opening kill. I want Sydney's daughter to be a hostage and it makes Sydney come out of hiding and find Ghostface and its stew. I think that makes a lot of sense. It needs to be something big like that to to have Sydney want to even get involved. Like I was just saying, if her husband's the opening kill, that would be good to get her involved, or, one of her daughters gets kidnapped. I just did a rewatch of Scream 4. What a great film. Is that meant to be 4 or is that meant to be 6 and it's just inverted? I wanted to rewatch 6 for the anniversary, but I didn't. But I did just put on Scream 4 the other day, but I actually didn't finish it. I paused it before the final act, which is arguably um the best part. If Stu is not alive, I want to see Sydney's dad as the mastermind. He could have faked being kidnapped in 96, and it was planned that Roman had a partner, aka Stu, but what if it's her dad? He's the only one that knows where she lives in Scream 3, and maybe he found out about Maureen and Billy's father. This is just a fun theory that probably won't happen. That definitely would be a crazy twist. I would be shocked for sure, but I don't think I would like that. I think that's just too much. Like Sydney has been through so much, and for her own dad to be Ghostface, that would be rough. Scream 7 is bringing a lot of characters back in this final Scream. They are. It's crazy. Like if you told me 2 months ago or whatever. I think January 30th was when they announced Scott Foley and Matthew Lillard. I think they were both announced on the same day. I feel like because I remember I was like had a mental breakdown that day because I couldn't handle both announcements. But yeah, I think it was end of January. Yeah, if you told me mid-January that Scott Foley was coming back and Matthew Lillard, I would say you're lying. Ghostface Sith, welcome to the chat. What's on the menu for today? I made a shepherd's pie for dinner. It came out really good. I've never made one before, and I actually didn't even, like, follow a recipe really, I just kind of wung it, and it came out so good. Favorite scene from every Scream movie? First one is definitely Randy's rules. Second one, probably something with Randy in it because I love him. Maybe when him and Dewey are going over the rules. Scream 3, hard to say. Probably something with Jennifer Jolie, 'cause she is my favorite in Scream 3. Scream 4? Um, I don't know. It's probably something in the final act, something with Kirby maybe. Um, I don't know. It's tough to decide right now. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Have you seen where Emma Roberts was confirmed to be Jill in a quick appearance in Scream 7? I heard about that, but I don't know. I mean, nothing's confirmed. Like, I think everything is just rumors right now. Um, I would love that. Do you think Gail will survive Scream 7, or do you think she'll die? Because in 2, Cotton said she had 9 lives and she used up a lot of them, so maybe she dies. Um, I don't know. I honestly feel like it could go either way. There was a point where um there was a time where I was like positive that she would die in 7. Now I'm not so sure. I think she could. Did you watch the new Freakier Friday trailer? I did. It looked pretty good. I'm excited for it. I'm probably gonna go see it in theaters. I saw the first one in theaters in 2003, and I still have my soundtrack from the first one, so pretty excited. It looks promising. Um, the trailer made me laugh at certain points, so looking forward to it. Hey, Captain J, do you think they will show Stu in the trailer? I don't know. I feel like they won't, because then that might give away if he's alive or not, and I think even though they announced his return, they still wanna keep it a mystery of, is he alive? Is it a flashback? They don't really want people to know for sure, and if they show his face, it might give it away. If anything, I think we'll hear his voice. You know, maybe it'll be like Sydney's face and her reacting to hearing his voice on the phone. Um, I feel like now that they announced that he's back, they should use him in the marketing. Before they announced him, when I wanted his return to be a surprise, I was hoping that they wouldn't use it in the marketing, but now that it's known that he's back, they might as well use it to their advantage. I binged Yellow Jackets this week. I love it. I can't wait for episode 7. Your 3-4 video isn't in your playlist, by the way. Yeah, so I just started doing the breakdowns. So I only started breakdowns at episode 5, halfway through the season. So there isn't a breakdown for episode 4. I did a theory for it. Yeah, all of my other Yellow Jackets videos do so good. It's insane. That's why I hit 15K so quickly, because all these Yellow Jackets videos I've been putting out have been doing crazy good. But yeah, there is no 3-4 breakdown. I didn't think of it until you said it, but the Walter Bird people theory makes so much sense, and the evidence people are giving to support it in the comments make it sound so convincing. Yeah, I did not come up with that Yellow Jackets theory on my own. I saw it like on TikTok. Yeah, there's got to be something more to Walter. I don't know. He's been pretty suspicious since day one. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Do you think that we will still get that unscripted version of Scream 3 that Stu was not involved with in Scream 7? And do you think Stu will be alive or in a flashback like Billy in Scream 6? Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking that Kevin Williamson is getting to carry out his original plan that he never did for Scream 3. I do think Stu will be alive. Um, I would also love a flashback of him um, as well, but I definitely think he's alive. It's ironic both Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston star in Friends, and Jennifer starred in Leprechaun 1, and Courtney went on to star in Scream. So they both have horror films in their record. Yeah, funny that they both have horror films early in their careers. Did Jennifer Aniston ever do another horror movie? I feel like she didn't. Hey, Climinator. I'm good, thank you. I hope you are too. Thank you for stopping by the stream. What about the OG Ghostface mask on your hand? I don't know about on my hand. I really don't know where I want it. I'm thinking somewhere on my arm. I don't know. Hey, RJ. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Do you follow 3C Film Videos? He is also a huge Scream fan. I do. I love his channel. I don't want Mark as the opening kill because I want to see Sydney as a wife. Plus, I want to care about him before anything happens. That's a good point. Actually, yeah, you're right. I want to see Sydney interact with him as his wife, see them both, be parents to their kids. That's a good point. Thank you, Wilson. Yeah, so my channel also is coming up on the 2-year anniversary in a few days. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a stream for that. I think March 23rd was my first ever Scream video on here, my first ever video ever. So yeah, we're gonna have to do a 2-year anniversary stream. Scream 4 is underrated. Yeah, I got a bunch of tattoos. I got this one right here. I know you're not a superhero fan, Pam, but I can suggest Tim Burton's Batman movies as they have elements of horror in them. For example, in the first one, the Joker kills people with a poisonous gas. Yeah, I definitely would like to watch those. I've considered it. I'm not a huge superhero fan, but I do like some superhero movies. The Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies are some of my favorite movies ever. They are so nostalgic to me. I love them as a kid, and I rewatch them like at least once a year, maybe twice a year. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring back Mickey and Mrs. Loomis. Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised either. What if they bring Stab into Scream 7, so a franchise within a franchise? Imagine Mindy having her rule scene and explaining that. What a mind twist. Also, one of the ghost faces could have a green mask. That would be pretty cool. I would like to see the green mask. It's interesting that like the Stab movies in Scream, like the poster has the green mask, but in the movie it's white. So yeah, it would be cool to see the green mask. I think Sydney's daughter will be the new final girl for Scream 8. I think so too. I feel like they're definitely going to focus on her daughter going forward. I feel like they're setting that up. Can you imagine walking up to someone in 2000 after Scream 3 aired and saying we'll be on Scream 7 in 25 years? No, I can't imagine. It's crazy. It's funny, like, there's video footage of Neve Campbell filming Scream 3, and she said, like, "This is the last one. We don't wanna be making Scream 4, 5, 6." But here we are today. Hey, Denisha. Thank you for stopping by and for moderating. Have you seen Warlock 1989 with the late Julian Sands and the Night Flyer with the late Miguel Ferrer? I have not seen either of those. I think you've suggested the Night Flyer before. Still haven't seen it. We have a super chat from Silence Ave saying congratulations on 15K. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel. And thank you to all 60 people who are here right now. Thank you for hanging out with me and talking some Scream. Yeah, it's insane. I can't believe I'm at 15K. Like, it literally feels like I just started this channel. And here we are 2 years later. Is there a character that you hate but also like? We know you hate Angelina and Ethan, but I don't mean that. For me, it would be Milton. I hate him, but he's an interesting character, so I like that. That's a good question. That I hate but also like. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Not really. I don't think so. Either I love them or genuinely hate them. I don't like Milton. He's a sleazeball. Hey Keon, have you seen the new Final Destination Bloodlines clip? I have. Looks insane. When does the new one come out? I feel like is it in May? I want to do a rewatch of the first 5 before I see the 6th one. It's been a while. I don't think Tatum will be the final girl in Scream 8. That would mean they have to kill off Sydney in Scream 7, and I doubt they'll do that, but it's possible for Scream 9 for sure. I mean, I don't think they have to kill Sydney off. I don't think that they will. Honestly, I don't think Sydney's ever gonna die. But like, her daughter can go on to be the final girl the same way Sam was the new one for 5 and 6, and Sydney wasn't the main focus. So down the road, Sydney maybe Sydney will move to another country or something, and she won't even be in the movie, and it's going to focus on her daughter. So I don't think Sydney has to die for her daughter to be the main focus. Hey Jared, thank you so much for your super chat. I always miss your lives. Glad I caught it finally. Glad you could be here. Thank you so much. Yeah, I try to do frequent live streams. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to for the past week or so, but typically I do multiple times a week. So just definitely make sure all your notifications are turned on, because I don't really plan for the live streams. I just kind of jump on here when I get a free moment. But it'll notify you when I go live. But thank you so much for stopping by this one and for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. Hey Hucklebilly. If Freaky Friday had a third movie, what would it be called? I don't know, maybe Freakiest Friday? if it's going to be the last one. Hey, Raggedy Man. Which killer do you like from the MTV Scream series the best? Um, maybe Kieran. I don't know. I honestly feel like I have to rewatch the show. Favorite Insidious movie? So I haven't seen all of them. Honestly, I might have only seen the first one. Definitely gotta watch those. Thinking on it, we need flashbacks of Stu for the casual viewers so they'll understand who he is when he is revealed. That's a good point. I mean, maybe they're just assuming that if you're here watching the 7th movie, then you should know what who he is, but yeah, I mean, I definitely want a Stu flashback as well. I didn't see your comment before I said that. I'm on season 2, episode 2 of Yellow Jackets. I finished all of season 1. Good show so far. I'm jealous that you have more to watch for the first time. It's so good. The thing is, Sydney herself only confirms killing Billy in 2, but never mentions Stu. Only Dewey mentions Stu in 5. Yes, good point. I talk about that in a lot of my Stu videos. There are 2 times in Scream 2 where a character says that Sydney killed Billy, but no mention of Stu. Like you said, Sydney says that she killed Billy Loomis, does not say Stu, and then also in the library scene with Cotton. Cotton, when he's getting arrested, Cotton's like, "I'm not Billy Loomis, you killed him, remember?" Never mentions Stu. And yeah, Dewey mentions Stu in 5, and he mentions him in the present tense, which I think is a major clue. I recommend seeing Into the Lost Land. I don't know what movie that is. I just the other night I watched Borderline. That is good with Samara Weaving and Ray Nicholson. They were great in that movie. It's a very fun movie. I would recommend everyone see it. I think it's in theaters, but it's also available to rent already for like $8. If Stu is alive, shall we start auctioning Stu is alive t-shirts? It's funny you mention that because I do have Stu shirts and hoodies for sale if anyone wants one. The link is down below in the description of all of my videos and this live stream. I have Stu Crew and Team MACHER. If anyone wants to get one, the link is down below. I'm thinking about making sort of new ones on a different website because I heard of another website that is better, but these ones are for sale. If anyone is interested, I have all different colors, t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve t-shirts. Yeah, if anyone wants one, I would greatly appreciate that. Leprechaun was the only one that Jennifer Aniston was in. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Did you hear that Richie might be coming back in Scream 7? Yes, I did. I did a video on this. Yeah, that was a crazy interview with what's his name? Jack Quaid. I could not believe that. He was asked if he was going to be in Scream 7 and he was like, "I don't know yet." And then he said, "I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that." So it's like slipped up a little bit. I can't wait for Scream 8 Ghostface in space. Thank you, Climinator. Thank you, Keon. How can I bribe or bully you into watching The Crow? I don't know. $100 super chat. I don't know. I'm not really into those movies, but for $100 I might be. They won't kill Mark. They want us to connect with him first. There's not many meaningful characters left, so I'm starting to think that it actually might be Mindy or Chad as the opening kill. Yeah, that is a good point about Mark. I wonder if one of the twins will be the opening kill. I mean, I kind of always thought or theorized that Scream 7's opening kill would be a returning character to mirror Cotton Weary in Scream 3. He was our first ever returning character opening kill. So, will they do that again in Scream 7? I don't know. I know Parker Posey wants to come back so bad. I would love to see her again. She was the best thing about Scream 3. Right now, she is in season 3 of White Lotus, which I don't know how many of you here watch White Lotus. Last night's episode was insane. She's so good in it. Yeah, it's such a shame. Like, I wish they could show the shrine in Scream 7, but I don't know because now, the stuff was collected as evidence again. The cops show up at the end. I'm sure they took it all in as evidence, so I don't know. Just started Yellow Jackets yesterday. Nice. Yeah, I love Jasmine Savoy Brown in Yellow Jackets. Her character's great. Once you're all caught up on Yellow Jackets, then you can binge all of my Yellow Jackets videos. Who is your favorite out of the core four? Sam, Tara, Chad, or Mindy? Mine is Sam. I love Sam. I definitely think Mindy's dying in 7. If Chad's the new Dewey, he has to experience the loss of his sister, like how Dewey lost Tatum. That is a good point. Definitely possible. I feel like one of the twins has to go, They both made it through 2 movies. Might be time for one of them to go. 3C Film said, what if the 2 latest casting are the opening kill? Because Samara Weaving and Tony Revolori were the last 2 for Scream 6. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely could see them being the opening kills. I mean, that's a good point. Like, why were they announced so late? I don't know. I just can't wait for that surprise Sydney from Stu. You and me both, Olivia Spencer would make a great Ghostface. Who is Olivia Spencer? Her name sounds familiar, but I just can't picture her. Okay, looks like Final Destination comes out in May. I'm sure we're gonna get another trailer. Like, I don't even know if that was considered a trailer. It was like a full-on scene, kind of. So they gotta give us a trailer, right? Will any of the rewatching of Final Destination be a watch party? I don't know. Maybe. I know. I keep saying I gotta do watch parties again. Sometimes it's just hard to like commit to a time because with like these regular live streams, I can just jump on here whenever I want, but when it comes to a watch party, I feel like I need to set a time and day so that people can know about it and, like, set aside time in their schedule to join. Um, and then sometimes it's just like, I don't know what's gonna come up, like, maybe I schedule something a week in advance and then something comes up and it's not a good time, so I don't know. I'll see. I hate that dipstick Ethan from Scream 6 because he made me forgive and move Corey Cunningham up a space on my list. I like Corey Cunningham. And I hate Thais's character. I just got caught up with Scream, and I'm gonna say it, Scream 5 is my favorite. And Scream 4 and 6 are tied second, and just got all caught up on Scream 3 days ago. I don't like adult Thaisa. I like young Thaisa. 5 is a good Scream. I like Scream 5 over Scream 6. But Scream 4 is my favorite sequel. It should be Freaky Friday, Almost Saturday. That's funny. There's a Final Destination 25th anniversary live stream going on showing all the deaths throughout the series on the Warner Bros. YouTube page. Is that right now? Is that going on as we speak? That's cool. Consider this a hot take or not, but Scream 6 is one of the worst Scream movies, period. The Ghostface scenes were good, though. I liked 4 even more than 6. Yeah, I definitely love 4 more than 6. I like Scream 6 a lot. It definitely does have its issues. Like, it's not a perfect movie. There are a lot of plot holes, for sure. Right now, I think Scream 6 is second to last on my list. Scream 3 is in last place, but I kind of feel like I could swap 3 and 6 depending on how I feel. So yeah, 6 is pretty low on my list also. If Kirby isn't in Scream 7, I hope they at least will mention her. I hope so too. Maybe Gail can say something to Sydney, like, about what they went through together in New York. Do you think it'll be revealed in 7 that Joel is the twins' dad after the rumors? I don't know. Probably not. I'm a fan of that fan theory. I wish it was true, but probably not. Do you think they will have a voice changer similar to Scream 3 and 7? Probably. Everyone's talking about the whole AI theory, which I think could, work with the whole voice changer thing. I feel like the whole voice changer thing in Scream 3 was ahead of its time and a little unrealistic at the time, actually. But today, like, that can be done so easily. So, yeah, I could see it having an updated version in Scream 7. Oh, I have a super chat from Captain J. Thank you so much. You said the Randy and Scream TV series. I met him in New York City. He works in a cafe bar and has made me a few cocktails. Also, congrats on the 15K. Thank you so much, Captain J. That's awesome. So, what was his name? Noah? That's cool. So he's not acting anymore. He's just working in a bar, cafe bar. That's cool though. What's the name of it? Maybe I can go meet him. Thank you so much for your super chat and for supporting the channel. We have another super chat from Nero. Thank you so much. Would you ever take acting classes and audition for horror films? You should. I don't know. Probably not. I took acting classes as a kid briefly because I wanted to be an actress. Um, but I quit after not that long. I was a quitter as a kid. I never stuck with anything that I tried. I was on the soccer team, I quit. I took violin lessons, I quit. Piano lessons, I quit. Guitar lessons, like, I don't know, I just can't stick with anything. Um, but yeah, probably not. But never say never. We will see. Thank you so much for your super chat and for supporting the channel. Um, the thing is that if Richie comes back alive, the non-Stu believers can't deny possibility of Stu anymore. Sam did a number on Richie. Yeah, I don't think Richie is alive. He was not only was he stabbed like 22 times, but he was shot in the head. So there's no way. Hey Tommy. Hey Walter. Hey Lorenzo. In Scream 6 when in the police office under Stu's photo it says dead in 1996. So how can you believe he's alive? Because I think my theory is that he faked his death, so it is widely believed that he is dead. So that's my explanation for that, you know? The cops don't know that he's alive, or everyone just thinks he's dead. So that's why it said he's dead. He faked his death. Um, I just noticed that not once did they mention about Stu being dead, only talks about him being a killer partner right alongside Billy. Yeah, and they even teased it in Scream 6 that he is alive, you know? Kirby said, the TV that killed Stu Macher, and Mindy said, yeah, if you believe he's really dead. So that just proves that him being alive is a theory within that universe as well. And Mindy might be a believer. And the fact that Kirby didn't say anything in response to Mindy, I think that says a lot. You know, she didn't say, like, that's crazy. Where did you come up with this theory? Like, of course he's dead. Mindy didn't say anything, which I think says a lot. Ghostface in space would be wild. Let's hope the franchise does not come to that. I hope that they kill off Mindy in Scream 7 since she's coming back. They didn't have the balls to do it in Scream 6. Hope they do it in 7. Yeah, we need some big deaths in 7 for sure. You are so good at content without spoiling. Thank you. There is so much going on with post-production of Scream 7 that it's being revealed. I can't keep watching too much. Yeah, I it bothers me that people do that. I don't know why you would do that. Um, you know, I was I was watching the Beyond the Mask video where he reveals some stuff. And I wasn't going to watch it cuz I didn't want to be spoiled. But then I was like, "You know what? It's probably going to be all over Twitter anyway. Probably in my next live stream people are going to tell me about it." And then like a year out, the movie still doesn't come out for a whole year. So it's going to be hard to avoid spoilers at this point. So I did watch his video and he was like, what did he say? He was like, I don't want to spoil it for you guys. You know, that's not what this channel is about. But then continued to spoil it, so I don't know. I don't know why people do that. I don't know. I hope Marco Beltrami is back. We need him back. Maybe Chad and his new girlfriend will be the opening victims. Could be. My fave out of the core 4 is Sam too, along with Mindy. Yeah, Sam's my favorite. Let's see here. We are gonna go for, like, 10 more minutes, so I'm gonna try to get to as many comments as possible. I hope Skeet Ulrich comes back, you know, he has to. We've had him in, um, 5 and 6. With Stu back, like, we need these 2 on screen together again. Obviously, it would be a flashback, which I want. This is what I wanna see. Olivia Spencer was in Ma in 2019. Isn't her name Octavia Spencer? When I saw you say Olivia Spencer earlier, that's who I pictured, but then I was like, "Wait, isn't her name Octavia?" I could be wrong. Could only take 10 minutes of the newest Crow. Yeah, I heard it was not good. Um, I've been looking at other channels' voting polls. Over 90% of the fan base want to see the original cast return for scenes past and present. It's only around 10% of the new fans that don't. Tough luck. Yeah, I'm so hyped for Scream 7. I am guessing Dewey will be used in flashbacks or like what Harry was to Dexter, helping Sydney. Yeah, I hope it's flashbacks for sure. Rumors are we will see what happened to Sydney's mother at the beginning of the movie with Stu and Billy. That will be crazy if they do that. Then at the end, they reveal Stu is alive and is the leader. I am with you, King Bowl. That is exactly what I'm thinking. I would love that. It's gotta happen. I love Scream 6 until Bailey reveals himself by saying, "Yeah, of course, me." Yeah. His acting, a little over the top, but it does make me laugh, which I can appreciate. Like, Ethan's acting is over the top, but it doesn't make me laugh. It just makes me feel, ugh, cringy. So Bailey at least makes me laugh. Um, my question is, how would they get Stu's voice for the AI voice changer? Stu's alive, he's the cult leader. Yeah, that is a good point. I don't know, maybe from like if Stu was dead, which he's not, he's alive, but I guess they could get his voice from like if someone had Gail's camera footage from the first movie, which we still don't even know what happened to her camera. We talk about that a lot um on the channel. Like, where's her camera? It wasn't in the shrine. So who has it? Maybe the police, took it in and didn't turn it in as evidence though, because they are covering for Stu. You should try to be an extra in Scream 8. Maybe. Do you think since Dewey's coming back, he could be a nightmare of Gale's in a callback to Scream 3? I think it's possible. I personally would prefer um um just a flashback because I want it to really be him. I feel like if it's a hallucination, I almost feel like it's kind of insulting to fans. I don't know. I want to see the real Dewey. Your Yellow Jackets content is fantastic. Turned many viewers onto it. Thank you so much, Joshua. I really appreciate that. I am having a lot of fun enjoying making my Yellow Jackets content. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's called Book Club Bar. I'm gonna have to look into that. If I saw him working there, I would definitely bring up Scream to him. Do you read horror or thriller books? I don't. So I really don't read that much. I used to read so much as a kid and pretty much up until I was like 20 years old. I'm 28 now, so I haven't really done a lot of reading in the past 8 years. um like I used to read so much. I used to devour books and I could read a book in 24 hours. But then I started bartending and like just working late and like partying a lot. So I just stopped reading. And then I didn't read for a few years. And then the pandemic hit. And I read like two books during the pandemic, which was like the most I had read in years. And then, but currently, right now, I am reading Harry Potter. I was so bored the other day and no movies were hitting for me. I was like, you know what? I kind of feel like reading. Let me read Harry Potter because I was a huge fan of the movies as a kid, still am. And I have all the books because I tried to read them as a kid, but I never really did. So I am currently like in the middle of the first Harry Potter book. I've been reading it pretty quickly actually. And then a new Hunger Games book comes out in a few days. And I think I'm gonna read that because I read the first three Hunger Games books when I was in high school and I was obsessed. Love the movies. And the new Hunger Games book is Hey Mitch's Games. So I think I'm gonna have to read that. Hey Horror Man, do you follow Double Toasted? I do not. Um I watched a video that said Scream 2 was supposed to have an ending scene that had a third killer or just a random killer watching Sydney from the tower. Yeah, so that was from Beyond the Mask, and I feel like I feel like that video was a little clickbaity because there wasn't a third killer. It was one of the killers. I don't know. That annoyed me. Hey DJ. Hey Sin. Um where would you have the final showdown in Scream 7? I mean, I would like it to be at Stu's house. That's not gonna happen. So I really don't care. It could be anywhere. As long as it's a cool setting. Yeah, I think Stu was in the hospital in Scream 5. He killed Dewey, in my opinion. Hey, Dusty. Thank you for stopping by. We are getting ready to wrap up shortly. I apologize I could not get to everyone. I'm probably going to live stream tomorrow also, so hopefully you guys can make that one. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I am 28. Soon to be 29. My birthday is in June. Yeah, I didn't realize the new Hunger Games book was coming out. I think it comes out tomorrow. I um might have to go to the store to buy it. I don't really drink a lot anymore. Um, but I love a good drink. Would you be disappointed if it turns out Stu isn't coming back alive, but Jill ends up instead as alive? I would be disappointed because I feel like it's just been leading up to Stu being alive. There's so many clues. So yes, I would be disappointed, but I would also be happy that Jill's alive because I also love Jill. I am a fan of the Jill is alive theory. Um, so yeah, the like if Stu is not alive, knock on wood, um, the only way I'll be okay with that is if Jill's alive instead. I highly recommend this book called Clown in a Cornfield. Yeah, I heard about that. I know they're making the movie. Comes out in May. Oh wow. Um, yeah, I don't know when I would get to read it because I'm doing Harry Potter and Hunger Games right now, but I heard the movie looks promising, so I'll definitely be watching the movie. All right, I think that's gonna be it for today. We streamed for an hour. Thank you so much to everyone for hanging out with me. Um, thank you, Yuno. Yeah, thank you guys so much for 15K. Seriously, I am so grateful. I appreciate all of you. I'm looking forward to just growing more, making more content. We are going to have the 2-year anniversary stream coming up in a few days. So hopefully you guys can make that one. Maybe we'll do something fun for that one, like a ranking. I used to do those tier maker streams. Maybe I'll do one for the 2-year anniversary. Thank you guys. Thank you for all of your comments, your questions, your super chats. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Yes, please give the stream a like, by the way. I didn't say that yet. But happy St. Patrick's Day also. And I will talk to you guys soon.